Hey guys, so I was gonna make a live video, but I decided not to because I actually have quite a few people in the My Challenge Tracker app as well who aren't a part of Facebook. So I wanted them to be able to access this video too and the information. So I'm just gonna make a regular video and upload it. I'm sitting here eating my lunch. I just got home from the grocery store. Thank goodness that I had a lunch prepped because I don't know if anyone else is like me, but grocery shopping makes me so hungry. Like every time I go grocery shopping, and I actually had some toast and peanut butter and a shake before I went grocery shopping so that I wouldn't make bad decisions with my food while I was there. But for some reason I always come home, unload the groceries, and you would swear I'm like a ravenous pig because I just want to eat everything. So luckily I already had my lunch prepped. And this week, in case you missed it, I had mashed sweet potatoes. It's half gone, so don't, this whole bowl was like filled. It's crazy. I had it in a small mason jar, and I like to do that because then I can reheat it when I'm at work and I don't have to take it out of the plastic and put it in something else to reheat it. I can reheat it right in the mason jar. But it's crazy how much actually fits. This bowl was like heaping full from everything that fit into a mason jar because I packed it in there. But I had mashed sweet potatoes, kale, sun-dried tomatoes, wild rice, chicken, what else? Pecans. And so this is one of the lunches that I just was really trying to fill up my containers. Oh, and I had feta too. So within this, I had a half of a container, a half of a yellow for the sweet potatoes, a half of a yellow for the wild rice. So that's one yellow, one green with the kale, one red with the chicken, one blue with the feta, and one orange with the pecans. So I'm getting a lot of containers in this, and I like to do that for my lunches so that it's easier for me throughout the day to have smaller snacks. So anyways, I really wanted to make this video because, to be totally honest, I've been doing these programs for almost 2 years, the portion control and the color containers, and preparing for 80-day obsession has me completely overwhelmed. I am like, oh my gosh, I'm not used to eating before my workout. And I'll be totally honest, I don't like the idea of it at all. Actually, it makes me really, I almost debated not doing 80-day obsession because the idea of eating for me in the morning is just not appealing, and that's actually why I really like the shakes for breakfast and nothing else, is because I don't have to eat, but then I'm still getting a breakfast. But typically I wouldn't even drink my shake until about 10 or 11 in the morning. I would wake up on an empty stomach, do my workout, go to work, and around 10 or 11 have my shake, and then around 1 or 2 I would actually eat lunch. So, and then fill up the rest of my containers throughout the rest of the day and small snacks in with my dinner, and I'd stop eating around 6 p.m. So I would only really be eating anything from like 12 to 6. So this plan is going to be very different for me. I'm still trying to kind of wrap my brain around it and figure out how I'm going to make this work with my lifestyle. But the thing is, you guys, I know it doesn't sound like super appealing to a lot of us who like to work out in the morning. But here's the thing, there is a science behind it. There is a reason why they've designed it this way. And so you can do what I was going to do when I was being a stubborn little brat. And my thoughts were, you know what, I'm not doing this. I work out in the mornings. This isn't going to work for my life. And I was just going to kind of rewrite the whole plan according to my priority. Well, I'm not a scientist, and I'm not a nutritionist, and I'm not paid millions of dollars like these people are to design programs like this. And so there is a reason why they have it set the way they do, even though it sucks and it's going to be hard in the beginning. I've decided that I'm going to commit because, for one, I can't help you guys unless I'm doing the same thing. So I want to be able to help you guys who are fully committing to this 80-day obsession. And also, like, I want to see what kind of results I can get. I've been kind of at a standstill with my fitness because I've been doing the same thing for like a year and a half. So I want really, really big results. I want a six-pack. I want my booty to turn heads. Like, so I just really need to just buck up and commit. And so don't worry if you're feeling overwhelmed, because I will tell you, I have been a coach for over 1.5 years and I am so overwhelmed. I literally don't even know where to begin. So what I did today, I printed out the meal plan. I'm doing meal plan A. Read the starter guide, calculate what meal plan you fall under, and then print out that meal plan. I also got a binder and those clear like things to put over it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write over that with a dry erase marker so that I can just really keep track of things. And there's also trackers. I printed out the workout calendar. I'm pretty much making a binder of 80 Day Obsession, because this is it's not just a program that you can just say, oh yeah, I don't really have to prepare for it. I'm just going to do it as I go. This is a program you have to prepare. If you don't prepare, you're not going to be successful. So I'm not saying this to like discourage you guys, but I am telling you, we have to prepare for it, because it is not just a program that you're just going to wake up and just, know what to do. Like, it will take some preparing. It will take some meal prep. It will take out planning your workout schedule, your workout block. There's a lot of preparing. So as overwhelming as it is for you guys, trust me, it's overwhelming for me too. So I can only imagine as a brand new person how like overwhelming this is, because it's even overwhelming for me. But we're all here for each other. We're all going to be doing this right along with each other. And so for those of you who aren't doing the 80 Day Obsession, what we're going to do in this group over the next few months until the end of April, we are going to every month, day 1 of the month, so for February 1st will be day 1 of the challenge. For the people not doing 80 Day Obsession. For the people doing 80 Day Obsession, January 15th, next Monday, is day 1, and it'll go all the way through the beginning of April. So we need to take our before pictures on Sunday, or within the next day or two, but for sure by Sunday, you need to take your before pictures and measurements. We really want to document and track, because the scale is not going to give us the full story. This is a program designed on toning up and building muscle, so we're going to be gaining muscle. And so the scale just isn't going to tell us everything we need to know about our progress. So make sure you do that. Make sure you document pictures, measurements, all of that. And then also, when you're grocery shopping, I am someone who I like to make all these really like complicated recipes and meals, and I'm not going to be doing that for a while. I am going to be keeping it very simple. Today I made a grocery list of foods that are on this meal plan. Like, for example, I'm going to show you guys what I bought today at the grocery store. I already had a lot of my protein, but some of the things I bought, I bought just some honey, some PB2, which, yeah, I've never had this before, so, and I love peanut butter, so I'm sure I'm gonna love this. Spaghetti squash, some bread, some tortillas, lunch meat, shrimp, chicken broth, some Yogi bedtime tea. This is like my favorite tea because I love the little, inspirational quotes on it. So they have me sold on that. Just some canned goods, and then like tuna. Tuna is a really good way to get protein. Another thing, which a lot of you are probably going to think is really gross, but it's a really easy way to get a red container in. And I love them, so it's not gross to me, but sardines. I bought a whole bunch of sardines because it's a very easy way to get a red container in. And you don't have to necessarily, like for example, what I'm going to do, I am going to write like pre-workout meal, and I'm going to have like the colors that I need to do. I'll show you guys this after. I haven't done this yet, but when I get my binder all together, I will share that with you guys. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have like my pre-workout meal, snack one, lunch, so on, all throughout the day. And as I eat those things, you know, like a lot of them, one is like a green, a yellow, a red, and a tablespoon. So the simplest way I can tell you guys to do that is have clean foods on hand so that you can make any combination of any of those containers you want. So for example, let's say you wanted, one thing I can think of with a green, red, yellow, and tablespoon is spinach, eggs, tortilla, sauteed in olive oil. That could be one meal. So just little things like that. Think of the things that you can make different combinations out of. Maybe write them down, something like that. And I'll give you some of my ideas too, and there's a whole lot of ideas on each meal plan. So another thing I came across, edamame noodles, which these, yeah, are gonna be a great alternative to regular noodles. And then I have brown rice noodles that I like to use a lot too. Just some fruits, pineapple, strawberries, blackberries, apples, grapes. Oh, and sweet potatoes are, every week I roast a bunch of sweet potatoes and just have them on hand and ready to eat because they're really, anything that's listed at the top of each category container, like for example the yellow, sweet potatoes are listed at the very top. That means that's the most nutritional value, and that's something that you should aim to eat versus like a corn, or not a corn, but a tortilla. A sweet potato is going to benefit you a lot more than something at the bottom of the list like a tortilla. Same thing with kale. Kale is at the top of the list. So I make things with a lot of kale. Kale doesn't really have that much of a flavor, but it has a lot of nutritional value. So I will eat things with kale more than, you know, like lettuce or something, and don't use iceberg lettuce because that doesn't even really, it's just not. Use romaine. If you're gonna use lettuce, use romaine. So yeah, then I have zucchinis. One thing that I do to make it super easy for me, it's a little bit more expensive, but I am totally okay with spending a little bit more money if it's going to save me time and stress. So I buy things like this broccoli slaw mix, and I'll make stir fries with that. I also buy this pre-mixed stir fry mix, just because all I have to do is dump it out. Then I don't have to buy a bunch of different things and prep it. Same thing with this cauliflower crumbled fried rice. So I'm going to be using these things this week. I have mushrooms, asparagus, kiwis. Yeah, I have just a variety of things, but don't complicate it. Just really, all you really need to do is think of some combinations of things from each category, like red, green, and think of different combinations that you like, because you want to have foods that you're going to like and you're going to eat. If you don't like chicken, don't make chicken on your meal plan 7 days a week. You know, maybe put it once or twice or whatever. If you don't like a certain fruit or a certain vegetable, try not to put that on your meal plan, because it's just gonna not set you up for success. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to talk about. I totally get where you guys are feeling overwhelmed. I am feeling overwhelmed myself, but once I commit to something, I go all in, and I'm ready to go all in, even though it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna take a commitment. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely one of the more strict programs that Beachbody has ever done. It's the whole time nutrition just completely throws me off, and I don't know what to think of it yet. To be totally honest, I'm kind of just like, why, Autumn? Why do you want me to eat a red, a yellow, and a green at 5 o'clock in the morning and then do my workout? But I'm gonna do it anyways. So one thing, and the alternative to that as well, you can do a purple and a teaspoon. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do, I usually don't use a blender, but to make this easier for me, and so I don't have to complain about eating at 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm used to not eating until like 1 or 2. I think that's why I got the PB2 actually, because that counts as a teaspoon. So I'm gonna blend in a blender. Normally I just mix up my Shakeology straight up with just water, but I think I'm gonna start using my blender so that I can get in the things that I need to get in. I have some Power Greens. And so that might be one way to get in the greens. Otherwise, if I want to do the lighter version, I might just throw in like half of a frozen banana, some PB2, and my Shakeology, and that would be my pre-workout to have an hour before I start my workout, and then I can have my Energize and then my Hydrate, and then go from there. So yes, I know that's a lot of information. I'm still learning it. I'm still, like, it's a lot of information. I totally get it. So I'm here for you guys if you have questions, if I don't know the answer to something, because honestly, there's probably going to be questions where I don't know the answer. This is my first time doing all of this stuff too. So, but I will do my best to find you an answer, and I'm really excited because just from seeing I don't know if you guys have saw any of the results from the people in the test group, but they were phenomenal. It's 80 days. We can do this for 80 days. It seems like forever. I'm used to doing programs like 21 Day Fix where you commit to 21 days and then I'd like take a week or two off and just go kind of ape shit and eat whatever the hell I wanted and then restart. That's kind of the mentality I've been in, just being totally transparent with you guys. And so committing to 80 days is definitely a commitment, but it's gonna be so worth it. We're gonna have amazing results, and yeah, it's just gonna be awesome. So anyways, my video is getting way longer than I wanted it to, so let me know if you have questions or if you have thoughts or how you guys plan on keeping track of everything. And yeah, if you want to get together, if you're local, let me know. I'd be happy to chat over the phone too if you're not local, whatever works for you guys. All right, well, have a great day.